going on, folks? It's your boy Iceberg here, and we are back with the Marvel Avengers Tower. Alright, it's going to be Lego set 76269. Going to come in about 5,200 pieces. With 31 Lego minifigures, it's going to come in at 35.5 inches tall. It's going to cost you under $500 at the bank. Alright, it's all over everybody's social media, so you don't have to take my word for you to go buy this set. So let's do a little bit of comparison. Some to myself, where I've done about 2 Avengers Towers that are custom. There's a lot of custom Avengers Towers before this set even hit the shelves. If you have a Lego city, this is something you definitely want to put in your skyline. Like myself and others, we have already mocked up, and that is my own creation. We make these custom big buildings, and this is one of those iconic buildings that we put in our cities. So I was able to talk with Bevins Bricks, and he is a Lego enthusiast. He makes a lot of skyscrapers that are immaculate. And one that he just recently did, which is an award winning, is an Avengers Tower that sits well over 7 feet tall. I will put a link in the description so you can reach out and see what Bevin has created. But talking to him, he came up to an estimate of total of $3,000. $3,000 to create something that no one else has. All right, inside of his tower, he has the base. This one here doesn't come with a base, as you can see. And so I created a base for my set Avengers Tower. I do have a custom Avengers Tower, but I base mine off of the PS5 Spider-Man video game. So let's get back to Bevin. So talking to Bevin, $3,000, right, off the bat. But he has every iconic scene in this 7-foot tower. He has lights. The guy's an electrician, so he can hook up some wires, and it does look like the real thing. With the beacon lights and everything down to the Quinjet lights, and even lights on the interior, you can see each level and what is going on in each scene on each level of his tower. Adding lights to your tower does put you in a different category. Now, $3,000 versus $500, which is the set. Now, some lights to light this up, which I will probably cost me, and I'm a bit expensive, so it might cost me about $100, but you can light yours up just using simple Christmas lights. I was able to talk to another Lego enthusiast, Troy from Agents of MOC, who actually created his big Avengers Tower like 7 to 8 years ago, I want to tell you. And what would be then from now would have cost him about $2,000. But his tower is still standing strong today in his Lego city, and it towers over everything. It does include a base, so it's the full complete package of the Avengers Tower. Now you're asking, what does it take to actually create my own Avengers Tower? It's designs. The first steps, mapping it out. If you do the CAD system, you got the CAD system. So after sketching your designs out, the next move is you to buy the brick. Now, some parts aren't so readily available. You can go to Lego store and it's not on the pick a brick wall, so that leads you to other outlets. Either you're gonna go buy sets with that, specific part, or you go to Bricklink to get those specific parts that you need. The cost of those bricks could be monumental, and it could be very small, depending on how you shop. So you've done your shopping, you spent your money. Now it's time to take your design and actually put those bricks together to translate your design. Now, that could take you anywhere from 5 to 7 weeks off bat, because you're constantly putting those bricks in, or you taking them out because they didn't align right to your digital design or your sketch. So that's going to cost you time. And you know what they say, time is money. So not only you spent your money on these bricks from either Bricklink, Brick Owl, or wherever you got your plethora of bricks to create your Avengers Tower, Now you're spending your time, and your time is money. So your $2,000 in bricks now equate to almost $3,000 to $4,000 because now you're investing your time into it. Here's some options. This set would beat out some custom builds that I have seen online. And I know that's pretty harsh, right? It'll beat mine out. The design on this Avengers Tower is immaculate. Don't get me wrong. I'm always excited about getting Lego, and I'm always excited about getting free Lego. But I'm telling you, I'm excited about being a Marvel fan, and I don't see one flaw on this Avengers Tower that would stand out to your unliking. I think that the designers had actually scoped this thing out, and they spent the time to actually get the size right and the replication of the Avengers Tower to actually map it out to bricks. But granted, it doesn't come with a base. That's not the end all be all. If you have any ounce of creativity in your body and you have that fire in the basement to create something more, do like I did and just build the base. So now you're modifying your set, which is a good direction to start to make your own creations if you do so desire. So if I'm an average consumer, this 5,201 pieces would be my take. I would definitely buy this and put this into my Lego city. I think skyscrapers are an essential part of your Lego city. And this is it. This is the tallest actual building that Lego has ever made. Now, they've made tall creations that are taller than this, but not actual buildings. So this is the first. And I would be in line on the first day to get an iconic building that is the first in Lego to have the tallest building. To the average consumer, if you're wanting to do a little bit more after building this Avengers Tower, it sits on a 32 by 32 base plate. What I done is I tossed away the base plate. I actually used the plates, 32 by 32, and then I took those plates and I put it on top of my base. Now my base sits on a 48 by 48 base plate, so it gives me some room to work with. On that custom Avengers Tower, you also have to source your minifigures and characters. That could cost you an excessive amount of money. Where here in a set that's only $500, you get 31 characters. It's like 31 flavors, maybe like Baskin Robbins, but you get a lot. You don't have to source unless you add to. Here's what also I like about this set. It meshes well with the other Marvel creations. I'm talking about the Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm talking about the Daily Bugle. These three buildings are perfect in my city, which I am doing a Marvel themed city. So my question to you is, you're on the way to the bank. Are you gonna take out $3 grand for a custom creation? Which you could if that was what you were into. Or do you discount it, take $500, build the set, add what you want to it, don't add anything to it, and it still look great? Red pill or blue pill? The choice is yours.